Hey folks, and welcome to my thoughts on a comic. And today's comic is Batgirl Beyond Burnside Issue 2 by DC. And this is the DC Universe Rebirth. Now there is ass-kicking in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, let's start what we usually do. Alright, so the writer is Hope Larson. The art is by Rafael Albuquerque. Who told me? Oh, I think Fiverr told me how to pronounce that. Thank you. Right, Rafael Albuquerque. The colors are by Dave McCaig. Still don't know if that's accurate. The letters are by Deron Bennett. Cover is also by Rafael Albuquerque. And variant cover is by Francis Manful. Although I think, okay, no, this one is by Albuquerque, never mind. Alright, and I will add all the editors down below. Alright. So, as the usual complaint with these DC Rebirth from 2016, the fucking ads. Bloody hell, I mean... When there is much as comic pages, as much as there are pages with ads in your comic, something's not working, DC. I mean, come on. I mean, I haven't counted, but I think it's close to even. I mean, shit, do you have to stuff so many? I'm curious, is it like only 2016? How long did the Rebirth whole thing last? Then later on they decide, oh, okay, we're gonna cool it with the ads. To be honest, maybe the ads is why they have a spelling mistake in here. There's a word missing. At some point, Barbara says it's supposed to say when we were kids, but they didn't add the we. When we're kids. And they didn't even make like the version where they combine them. So DC, less time shoving ads, more time spelling, okay? Just saying. I mean, to be fair, it's over years of reading this stuff annoys me. Oh well. I mean, they're a company. You expect to have people for this shit. Right, anyway, again, shitload of that. I think if I'd want to continue with this, I'll just try to find a trade paperback. Because there's only so much tolerance for ads. Alright, so we continue with, from the first issue, Kai and Barbara, Kai who's was a childhood friend of hers, Kai and Barbara continue on to Singapore. So now Barbara can find out what it is that Kai is hiding. So we start with the story where apparently there was a drone outside of their hotel room. So Barbara followed it to the source. She shot a tracker at it, and it led to a man who's apparently been spying on people, mainly girls, not girls, women, mainly women. I think that's referred to as a peeping tom. In all honesty, hasn't he heard of Pornhub? No, it's Singapore. I don't know. They allow Pornhub in Singapore. Anyway, she calls the cops. She barges into his apartment. He's like, Batgirl? Then she calls the cops. Again, this has the same problem with, like, things move slightly too fast. It could use more panels. Less ads, DC. Right, so she calls the cops. And that's the thing. Like, you don't see her, like, saying... I don't know, you pervert, you asshole, something. No, just the cops next minute arrest him. Okay? So anyway, she goes back to their hotel. Now she got them a hotel this time, they're not in the hostel. I think she says they don't have hostels in Singapore. I didn't quite understand that comment. So anyway, in the first issue, she saw this like advertisement for fighting martial arts and stuff. So she goes to the building that organizes this whole thing, and she tells Kai she's going to the library. So anyway, she goes in. Apparently, they won't accept any more fighters, or specifically any more female fighters, or maybe just not foreign fighters. I don't know. I didn't quite understand now if it's female or foreigners. I don't know. Anyway, Barbara gets mad, and then one of the I'm assuming guards there or someone that works in the building is like, the woman in the reception, she's not the one you want to talk to. Barbara's like, Adam, do you want to fight? I know he asked her, do you want to fight? She said, well, not with you. So he sends her to a gym where we meet May. Sorry, we meet May. She's apparently a female fighter, and she has her own gym now. And Barbara tells her, they wouldn't accept me, and she says, well, right, it's females. They don't let any more female fighters. I guess she tells her that, there's not enough female fighters, and before that they brought this one female fighter, but they couldn't get the contract, closed well enough, so the person who organized it was like, fuck this shit, and like, no more chicks. So, right, they continue, not enough female fighters, so there's no interest. Which makes sense. There's like so little interest. It basically invests money into almost nothing because you wouldn't get any money back from that. So it makes sense. But so then Barbara tells her, well, why don't you organize some? I also want to fight. And so they agree. She'll call that same female fighter, and she and Barbara could have a match. Then it'll attract attention. It'll get people. So then she tests out Barbara. Barbara hits her. She also lies about her identity. Apparently, May apparently lived in Gotham and recently came back to Singapore. Small world, small comic world. So she tells her, my name is Amy. I don't know how the hell you pronounce the surname she created, so fuck that. So Amy tests her. Barbara goes in for a punch, and Amy kicks her to the ground. Strong, that one. So then now she'll train Barbara for a week towards the fight. So Barbara goes back to the hotel where Kai has a surprise. There's this, I think it's this other hotel where there's a pool and everything, and somehow he gets them in, but you can only use the pool if you're guests, and it costs a fortune there. So anyway, they go to the pool, Barbara's like, what means has he used to get us in here? Are they illegal? She's worried about him. But then, like, as soon as she sees the view, she's like, oh, what was I saying? Never mind. So they have some, the romantic moments and the kiss. Cute. And then they're like, because Kai has to later continue on to his grandparents, and Barbara is going to stay there. So he calls his grandpa and lies that he lost his passport. And that, he'll be there at a later date. And apparently he also got a job, which is nice. So, and Barbara, and that's the part was a spelling mistake because she says his pupils always dilate when he's lying, and this time they didn't. That was something that, he did when they were kids. She wants to get to know her again and all that. So anyway, we spend the week with her training with May and go and hanging out with Kai. They're doing dates. No, they're not doing that. Anyway, they hang out. So then we reach the day of the fight. Barbara is about to go, and he's like, why don't you continue with me to my grandparents? I'll do family stuff, and you you do you. No, we'll continue, and then she tells him the same thing that Fruit Bat told her. Your past is what's not letting you see your future, that kind of thing. So then she goes to the fight where we see the other female fighter who, I shit you not, she looks exactly like Kai. When I flipped the pages, I was like, wait, why is she fighting Kai? And why does he have a body? I was like, oh, no, it's not Kai. Mr. Albuquerque, did you have any other... Did you get lazy, sir? I mean, seriously. I don't know. Yeah, I'll show you. You tell me. Does that not look like a female version of Kai? It's like, the fuck? So anyway, she fights this other chick who they call the Moth. She gets that nickname because of her fighting moves. So they start fighting. Barbara's like, shit, this girl is fast. She makes punches and kicks that are erratic, so you don't know, what she's gonna hit next. Like Deadpool. So they fight. Oh right, I forgot a part in the beginning while Barbara is following the drone. I think it's after though, where she tries to think, information about the Chinese girl, the girl in the school uniform. Or she has. I think she has that memory where you can just go back in your own head and look at details exactly. Edict memory. I don't remember exactly how that's called. So she goes back and now she sees that the girl had a tattoo that says student or pupil. And as she sees an opening now in the fight with this other chick, she sees that she has the same tattoo. She gets distracted and then this chick lands in one hell of a punch and Barbara is knocked down on the floor. And that's it. That is the end of it until the next one for Lost Souls. That is the next issue. So yeah, this is an entertaining story. To be fair, I haven't read any Barbara. I kind of want to look at the old stuff and see if she has the same personality, because it is the rebirth, and I know they changed things with characters. Yeah, I think I'll look back. I might continue with this, but only if I find a trade paperback. Fuck ads and fuck DC for shoving ads in 2016. Alright, now for the art. I like this cover. It's really cool. It's such a shame she couldn't be actually dressed like that in the comic. That would have been so fucking cool. But then again, it might kind of give away the BATGIRL thing, so fair enough. But still, really cool. I love this outfit. Looks nice. And I do like this cover better. Alright, let's start with the fucking ads. Oh look, that ad again. Why the fuck is Batman smiling? What is wrong with you? And to a monster. They all look so lovingly, that's the Snickers bar. Bloody hell. Well, I guess it is better than the milk ad, so fair enough. Right, so then we start. I like the art, it's pleasant, it's kind of sketchy, and the style. I like that. Colors are pleasant, so there's Barbara. There's the dude in his undies. Looking at pictures of women. Don't they even have magazines or something? I mean, why go through all the trouble of flying a drone? So then, she's like, that blows my theories of conspiracies. There she remembers the tattoo. There's, I forgot okay, you don't see anything in there. There's Kai. There she goes to this place. This is the guy who helps her. Interesting, like, this is, like, no wall here. And they should have made... I wonder why it didn't make the floor a different color, though. Oh, well. Fucking ad. So then she goes to see this May chick. This is her fitness club. Or gym, sorry. Yeah, I want to see what that is. Doom Patrol. Gotta remember that one. Alright, so here they are, see, she knocks her out. Then she gets back, she's exhausted, but Kai's like, I got a surprise. More ads. I've seen this ad so many times. Yeah, that kind of could be Cruella de Vil when she was a young girl. If Cruella de Vil was ever a young girl, of course. So then they go to this hotel. I see the art is nice and pleasant. I mean, I like this style. Oh, look at that. That is a really cool view. Oh, look. What a gentleman. You know, I thought this was Cable. But it's not. He does have a robotica. Okay, here's the smooching. First, I thought he was calling his... I thought this is where she sees the conspiracy. Alright, there you see she's training and spending time with Kai. And here, like in the last day, she finally managed to almost hit her. Good girl. Go, Barbara. Oh, that looks actually cool. But then again, a fucking ad. So then they reach, and this is the... I forget what this guy's job is called, where he stands in the ring. Although he's not wearing a striped shirt and a bow tie. Do they actually... Nah, what am I saying? They don't wear bow ties. Wrong person, sorry. So there, Barbara leaves. Again, couldn't he make the floor a different color? Or at least give us a line? More fucking ads. That Aquaman's ugly. Alright, then it's starting to fight. His teeth are very clean. Oh, and there's that other Blue Beetle, the new one. Actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, so this is the new Blue Beetle guy. I think he's French. Although I'm not sure. Right, you see the look, I mean, doesn't she look like Kai? Okay, so there's Kai, and there's this chick. I mean, look. They could be twins. You know, boy and girl twins, but twins, look. I mean, am I imagining it? Let me know in the comments. I mean, they look really similar. So I was like, is that Kai? Why is she fighting him suddenly? I mean, that is... Really, am I imagining? Because I think she looks almost exactly like Kai. But like in a girl version. A very fit girl version, but a girl version. See? They're fighting. She doesn't talk. Right? And then she sees the tattoo. And that's where she kicks Barbara. And more fucking ads. So you see, bam, she knocked her. Damn. And that is the end. More fucking ads. Oh, alright. Let me just... Alright, so this is a fun story. I mean, at least it's not like the Deadshot one where you're like, what the fuck am I reading? Yeah, it's understandable. It's fun. Barbara's entertaining. And so far, at least these two issues I quite liked. So I might continue. I mean, maybe I'll try to get the singles eventually. Although I do hope there's a trade paperback because fucking hell, it's like with Marvel jokes. The ads will kill me. Alright, folks, so that is it. Let me know if you read this, if you know anything about Barbara. And, yeah, that's it. And remember, some chicks punch really hard. Bye!